Well, here's something I never thought I'd see in my lifetime, let alone during a worldwide pandemic.
Let me get a number 9 and 4 large Cokes.
The ATF is now allowing drive-thru gun sales. Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived. It is not April 1st, and this is not a joke. The ATF released drive-thru gun shop guidance last Friday in response to questions about how FFLs should handle sales during the national emergency and also while maintaining social distancing guidelines. With the exceptions of Massachusetts, New Mexico, New York, and Washington, gun dealers have largely been open for business during the shutdowns. I mean, technically, here in Massachusetts, there is this one shop still open, and that's a Gun Runner in Middleborough, but good old Charlie Baker is giving them a lot of crap. There may or may not be a special video about them coming up. Just saying. Anyway, earlier this month, the National Shooting Sports Foundation sent off a letter to the ATF with all kinds of concerns, including social distancing rules and how to handle delayed background checks. The ATF didn't address the background check issue at all in Friday's guidance, imagine that, but did outline ways in which gun shops can do carry-out service, so long as the sales and items are exchanged on the property that an FFL either leases or owns. This could take the form of a drive-up window, door sales, or a table set up in the parking lot, so long as the ATF can show up and inspect it if they want to. Shocking, I know. Specifically, the ATF stated, an FFL may carry out the requested activities through a drive-up or walk-up window or doorway where the customer is on the licensee's property on the exterior of the brick-and-mortar structure at the address listed on the license. An FFL may also carry out the requested activities from a temporary table or booth located in a parking lot or other exterior location on the licensee's property at the address listed on the license. An FFL carrying out the requested activities from an exterior table or booth should maintain its inventory and records securely in the interior of the brick-and-mortar structure and ensure that the records of each firearms transaction are stored in the interior. An FFL may not carry out the requested activities from a nearby space that is not located on the licensee's property at the address listed on the license unless such activities are at a qualified in-state gun show or event. And finally, an FFL may conduct non-over-the-counter firearm sales to unlicensed in-state residents who are exempt from NICS requirements.
Is that big of a deal? Yes, it's a big deal.
Last month, the FBI reported a record 3.7 million background checks in NICS, the most ever made in a single month since the system's creation. Now that they're allowing drive-up sales, these numbers could continue to grow so long as there's inventory to sell. The anti-gun lobby's reaction to this news is expected and can basically be summed up as this. The Brady Campaign has specifically called this decision unsafe and indulgent, even though there's not a big difference between handing over a gun to someone outside a building as opposed to inside a building. The guns and ammo are all still inside on the shelves, FFLs are still doing all the necessary background checks. The only difference is that they have to walk back inside to get your stuff and otherwise stand 6 feet away. But Brady calls it a naked effort to keep gun stores open at any cost, which frankly is a really weird language choice.
We're good, streaky! Yes!
Brady's recommendation? To instead set up tables in parking lots to educate people on the dangers of friendly fire. Because that's totally what people need and are going to want to listen to during a national health emergency. If anyone here is guilty of trying to push an agenda, it's the Brady Campaign and all their silly little Bloomberg friends. They also are, expectedly, against the Trump administration ruling that gun stores are essential because pandemics are supposed to be an automatic veto of our basic rights. We are officially one step closer to the ATF being the name of a convenience store rather than a government agency. That's it for today's 2A News. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check out the partners and support options down in the description. And until the next one, stay safe and happy shooting.